You left me. You left me. Hey you guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is regarding my eyebrows. So in the past year, if you have searched for how to do your eyebrows with a razor, this video might have popped into your recommendation feed. That cutie is me. Same person, just long hair. And this video I didn't plan it that well, especially when you consider how many views that has. I still think it's a really good video. I would just put things a little more systematically now. And in that video I got a lot of comments and queries regarding to shaving your eyebrows, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make a whole video about an update of how I do my eyebrows now, as well as answering your guys' queries regarding it. So yeah, that is this video. And spoiler alert, things are not that different. I'm gonna follow similar steps to my first video and then modify it according to what I do now. But if you're looking for something basic, someone who looks like they're doing basic things, that video would be good too. And I've gotten a lot of comments on that video telling me that it has been helpful for people, so you might want to refer to that and then come back to this and see how I do things differently now. So yeah, that is all. Here's your demo a year later. Okay, so if you watch my previous video, which was the first video I created regarding eyebrow and razors, you will know that I really tried to just clean up my brows because I was also a beginner. Even though I had been doing that for a while, it just never occurred to me to take it to next level. But now, as I have learned more, I feel like my goals have changed, and now if you see, one of my brow is lower than the other ones. So what I do is try to make them more even instead of making both of them look clean. If you are a beginner, I would just suggest try to take out the extra hair, and that's about it. So what I'm gonna do today is do my brows as a beginner would and then tell you guys what I do differently now. So the first thing as a beginner that you want to do is try to get a idea of what your brow should look like. For me, it's gonna be the similar shape. I'm just gonna clean up the areas for where it should start, where it should be, and where it ends. I use this part of my nose to mark where my brow should start. Get an eyeliner that is skin toned or white toned. If you want to even use a scale, get it. So for me, this is my scale, and once I keep it on this area of my nose, this is where I would say my brow should start. It's okay if you're messy while doing this. Once you're done marking, try to see if you want to change something and then go ahead with your razor. For now, I like this. And now look straight into the mirror and place the scale or whatever pencil or anything you have at the edge of your nose, then at the end of your eye, and then at the end of your brow. And that is where ideally people would say your brow should end. This, according to your styling, may vary, but if you're a beginner, don't think about that right now. First learn how to do your brow in this way and then move forward with whatever styling you want to do. And the third thing would be just place it again over there and make sure it goes through your pupil area and then mark it over here. So for me, my arch is where I would want my arch to be. Arch is difficult to move around, so don't bother too much with it. So this for me would be my arch, this would be my start, and this would be my end. And now what I would do is, there is some excess hair in this area that is not a part of my brow, so I'm just gonna clean those area up. I'm just gonna start at the top because the top is the easiest part. If you want to feel confident, start over there. So as you can see, I'm not going too close to my brow. I'm just actually removing only the excess hair that I have. And now that you have cleaned up a little bit more, I would say you have two options. One, to clean up even more, and second is to draw the outline of your brow, how you would fill in your brows. For me, I think I'm gonna go with the outline. Usually I would clean up more, and this is a step that I don't do anymore just because I know the shape of my brow now. I don't have to refer to an outline. But a beginner, don't be that daring. So because this starts a little lower than this, I'm just gonna go a little above the natural shape. And to try to match this, I will usually fill this area in, but at the same time I'm trying to make this a little lower so it will be easier for me to match this. So without filling them properly, this is what the outline would look like. And now I'm gonna shave off all the hair that does not come in the outline so that you will basically have the shape of your brow. Now I can go a little closer to this area. For support, hold your forehead not too tightly. Light strokes, short strokes. Don't try to go in big strokes. More chances of shaving off your brow. Same for this area. These outer areas are way easier to do than these areas, just because you have to be very careful for those. But for these, I feel like you can get done fairly well. And now if you are getting scared that you might shave off your brow, first of all, the chances of doing that are low unless someone startles you. But if you're still not confident, I would say stop at this and then maybe let a day go and see how you look, especially if you're doing your brows for the first time and you don't know how you look with them. Try to make yourself more familiar and then decide where else you want to shave. If you have missed a part, if you want to do a part a little more closely. Also, sensitive skin people, if your skin is extremely reactive, try to do this area on one day and this area on the other, just so your skin can have some break and relax time. Now for the brow bone, so put your razor at an angle opposite to the growth of your eyebrows. Put it over here and then start to go in the opposite direction. In the first stroke, don't go too close because you can always go back and make it cleaner. However, if you do a little too much accidentally, you cannot grow them out in one day. And also be careful that you don't get the brow hair in your eyes, because these would be tinier than your eyelashes and it would hurt so much to get them out. And now comes this area, which is probably the most trickiest one, but it's not supremely difficult. For that, as I mentioned in my previous video too, just keep a mirror at your chin. It's okay if you're not confident, you can just let this area be for the first time. Maybe next time try it. Don't force yourself. So right now we have the brow. I have these hair over here, which if I put my razor over here, technically I should be cutting, so I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, that is my brow. I'm gonna do this brow with you guys too. I'm just gonna be a little more quick with it and then tell you guys what I do differently now other than this. So because I want this brow to match to this one, and I should have done this before, but the easiest part is to shave in between your brows, so I'm gonna do that. And because I use my right hand and this is my right brow, I find it difficult to go in this direction, so I go in a downward direction. So as compared to this where I went in the opposite direction, I'm going in the same direction. But if there is a brow hair that is just not going when I'm doing the same way motion, I'll just go in the opposite direction and get that particular hair. Okay, so now to the thing that I do differently. First of all, as I mentioned, I try to match my brows a little bit at least, however I can. So in the previous video, you would have seen that my brow used to come up until here, and now I just shave off this area just so that my face would look a little more lifted with it. Your eyebrows can express a lot, so if you want a more kinder look, I would say go for a curvier one, something that droops a little low. I personally like for my face to look slightly lifted, at least in the eye area. So I'm just gonna shave off this part in an angle. That's something I do differently, and I feel like it has had a significant effect on how I do my makeup as well. So this is where my eyebrow should end ideally. I just ended maybe 2 millimeters above. So yeah, that is how my brows look. I'm gonna take off whatever the brow pencil has done and then show you guys my eyebrows without the brow pencil. Okay, so this is how my brows look without any product in them. There is absolutely nothing. I've just done rest of my makeup, and yeah, this is the outline and this is what I usually like to work with. I can take it in any direction I want to, and I'm personally very satisfied with it. So just a recap of things, go slow, especially if you're doing this for the very first time. Take care of your eyelashes and other parts. Don't injure yourself. Take things one step at a time. You don't have to make it look perfect in the first instance. You can do it. I've been doing it for 2 years now. You will reach the point of knowing how to do your brows without looking at a video, but don't try to jump at it just now. So that was it for the demo section. I'm gonna answer some questions that I got in the comments of that video and some DMs I got regarding that video. I've tried to cover most topics. If you still have any queries, leave it in the comment section down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. So the first question was, what razors do you use? And in my journey of doing my brows, I have used 3 razors. The first one was the Tinkle one. This is what I used in the first video as well. You cannot get these, I think, now, at least not the original ones that I personally used when I did my brows. There are knockoffs available on Amazon, but I'm not really sure. If you're buying something, I would just say trust the reviews. If someone says that it is not sharp or these collect rust, just don't buy it even if it's cheap. The second set was Let's Shave Evian razors. These work really well too. I however feel like these went blunt a little quickly, so I did not repurchase these. But if you're a beginner, these two would be the most beneficial to you. Miniso also has smaller razors specifically for your eyebrows, so if you're worried about shaving your eyelashes, I got this from a comment in my previous video. That might be an option to check out. And currently the razors I use are by Sirona. These have a protective cap. Even the Evian ones had a protective cap. These are different in a way where they have the blade starting till the end. There is a high chance, if you're a beginner and don't know how to move your razor, that you might nick yourself a little with this, so don't go for these immediately. The next question was how to care for your razors. Honestly, razors are pretty low maintenance. You don't have to do a lot other than just keep them properly. But in case you have sensitive skin, I could see that being an issue. So what I would suggest is, once you're done using them, spray some rubbing alcohol, some sanitizer on them, run them under water again, and keep it out in sunlight for them to dry, and then store it in a clean, dry place. That should be enough technically to care for a razor. And once they're blunt, throw it away. Don't try to shave your eyebrow with it. You're not gonna get a clean shave. You have a higher chance of nicking yourself. Not worth it. Another question was, how often do I change them? Every time they get blunt, I would throw them away. If you use your same razor for your face shaving, there is a high chance that it goes blunt a lot quickly than what it would if you're just using it for your brows. So for the ones that you're using on your brows and only on your brows, I would say they should last you for a really good time. So if you're getting, let's say, a pack of 3, keep 2 for your face shaving and 1 for your eyebrows. I feel like that would work. Another question that is very common: will your hair grow thicker and darker? This myth has been busted time and time again, but I'm just gonna repeat it for those who are maybe new to this or just haven't heard about it. When you're shaving, you're technically just cutting the hair. You're not uprooting it for it to grow thicker or have any chance of growing thicker. However, genetics do play a big role, so I would just suggest doing a patch test around in this area and seeing how your hair grows. It might be rough to touch just because you have cut the edges, so that's the reason it feels like it's rough. I have a friend with PCOD. She does her brows with a razor. It doesn't affect her, but everyone's body is different. So before starting, just ask your doctor once and see what they say, and then proceed according to their directions. So yeah. Next question was, what is better, threading, plucking, or shaving? For me, on the scale of 1 to 10, my pain tolerance is -7, so I don't really have any other option other than shaving. So I have not tried the other two. I feel like each method has their advantages. This is painless, whereas plucking and threading might give you better and cleaner results. I don't mind having 2-3 extra threads around just because they make my brows look fluffy, but in case you're just happy with the threading results, I can't just come and say that you should be shaving. Whatever suits you the best is the best option for you. The next question was, do you shave with something underneath your brow? I don't. I just use dry skin, because if you have a moisturizer or a slippery base, there's a high chance that you might shave more than what you intended to. So I just use dry skin. There's nothing underneath. After I'm done, I'll just wash it off and my skincare routine goes on. But the same might not apply to, let's say, reactive skin or sensitive skin. I would say try out with dry skin, see how it works out for you, and then make your decision. I also got a lot of questions regarding sensitive skin. So is it good for sensitive skin? Amongst all the forms of hair removal, I feel like shaving would be the one leading to less reactions. So do you really have any other option than shaving? So I would say it's good for sensitive skin, but I don't have sensitive skin. If anyone does, then let me know in the comment section down below how your skin reacted, and that might help other people too. Another question was how to shave on sensitive skin. I feel like because it's just this area, it shouldn't have that drastic effect, but this area is a sensitive part, so I would say first patch test. While shaving, if you get bumps after it, I would just say don't do a lot of your skincare routine. Just apply soothing, calming creams and essences or toners on that area and leave it alone for a few days until it calms down entirely. That's the reason I also suggested that if you have sensitive skin, maybe do one part at a time. Let's say you did the top and this part on one day, next day you do this and this, depending on how your skin is reacting. But if you are using a base, just be careful, you might shave a little bit too much. Go extremely slow in this case, and once you are done shaving, wash it off with a face wash, apply some calming toner essence as I mentioned, apply a good layer of moisturizer and let it be. And another thing you can do is, if you don't want to use a base, apply a base first. When you're shaving, remove the base and then shave. That way your skin will be a little prepared, it will have some sort of barrier built around that area and it might not react as badly as it would have without it. So yeah, that's another option. If you're getting clogged pores, then that's probably not because of your razor, it's probably because of the products you're using. So use things that are lighter in consistency, that should do the trick. Next question was, will that area be darker or blackened because of shaving regularly? First of all, I don't think you shave that frequently for your eyebrows. You also don't use the same amount of pressure on your eyebrows that you would use, let's say, for your armpits when you're shaving. But in any case, the solution is first to patch test and second to talk to your doctor before starting any of these things. All of this is just my advice. Talking to a professional would obviously be helpful. I'm not a professional, I do not have a degree in shaving my brows. I'm just telling from my experience, from the things that I've heard, from the things that I've read. I'm only someone who advises. To put things in work is your job and your responsibility. So yeah, just take care of things, don't be absent-minded about it, and I think you should be fine. These questions are just so serious that I feel like people who are interested might get disinterested in shaving their brows, but don't worry, it's not that big of a deal. If you have some condition, these are the things that you might want to be careful with before starting anything, not just shaving in this case. So if you are interested, then don't worry that much about it. Next question was, what if I have thick dark brows, can it work for that? Yes, I just feel like you will have to replace your razors a little quickly than what people with thinner brows do, just because you have thicker hair and it takes a little more sharpness for the razor to shave them. But I know a lot of people with thick and dark hair and they have been enjoying shaving their brows for a while, so yeah, it should be fine. Next question was how to avoid nicking or cutting. Shave at a particular angle, keep that angle stable while you're shaving that area. Use the Avia razors if you're scared of cutting and nicking. The Sirona ones might be a little scary for those who are worried about these things. And let's end the last one on a lighter note. What if you shave your eyelashes? Thoughts and prayers for you, nothing else. They will grow back. I will say try to cover your eyelashes with a card or something while you're doing an area that might put your eyelashes at risk, and try not to keep things that might surprise you around you while doing your brows, especially for the first time. Other than that, they'll just grow back. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, I think those are all the questions that I got on my comments and my DMs that I felt like answering. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comment section down below and I will answer those. If you have never shaved your brows before and if you have watched the Q&A, you might feel like, are these the outcomes that could happen? And the answer is no. These are just extreme possibilities that people are worried about that I thought of clearing up, and most of them were either myths or things you might want to be extra careful with. If anything, just take some help out of those and don't think too much about it. Go and shave your brow, it should be fine. That completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any other video requests. I would love to go through that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.